Hey everybody, so I'm going to show you guys how I make my keto everything bagels. I'm actually going to make all of them keto everything. Occasionally I will use some Swerve that I have here with some cinnamon and make these a cinnamon sugar sugar substitute bagel. But this recipe is up on my blog at ketosismom.net. The recipe that is on the website makes 5 to 6 bagels. Today I'm only making 3 just because these are for me, and I'm not don't really have a whole lot of room in the freezer to freeze extras. So what you're going to need is as you see here, I have to make 3. I have 1 cup of mozzarella in here melted. I have about a tablespoon and a half of my Kerrygold butter melted, and I have 1 ounce of cream cheese. All I did was place all that in here. As you can see, it still needs a little more melting, so I'm going to put it back into the microwave really quick. You can also melt this on the stovetop if you wish. It really doesn't matter how you melt this, as long as it does get melty. You're going to need 1 cup of an almond flour, about a teaspoon of baking powder. You're going to need 1 egg, and then of course I use the everything but the bagel seasoning that I have right here from Trader Joe's on top of my bagels. And then I also usually put a little bit of my garlic lovers from Flavor God inside the actual batter. So all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to finish stirring this, and then I'm going to put these dry ingredients plus my egg in here to make a dough. I do want to show you guys, once you have made this, it will make a stringy dough just like this. You do want to make sure that you get everything off of the sides and into the dough and mix really well before you start making your bagel shapes for your pan. You also are going to want to make sure that you have a piece of parchment paper that has olive oil or coconut oil spread across it so that you don't have any sticking of your fathead dough. Of course, you can put anything you want into this dough. You can put blueberries, you can put raisins, you can put like I said before, the cinnamon and the Swerve. Any type of bagel that you personally like, just make sure that you're accounting for the macros, because the information that I have loaded in my FitnessPal is just for the typical everything but the seasoning bagel using the Trader Joe's everything but the seasoning blend. Okay, guys? So after you get your dough ready, you're going to separate this into 3 separate equal portions. And then you're going to start forming them into a circle to make your bagel before you put it into the oven at 425. I have my oven preheating. 425 for about, I believe, 11 to 12 minutes. Okay, the last thing that I do before I put these in the oven is I do just sprinkle a little bit of the everything but the bagel seasoning on top after I have spritzed it a little bit with olive oil. Then I'm just going to pop these in, like I said, for about 12 minutes. Some ovens obviously may take up to 15, some might only take 10, so just be careful as you're looking for these. I do make my circle in the middle a little larger just because these are going to spread as they bake, and I don't want that hole to completely close up. So I'll show you guys what these look like once I get them out. Okay, everybody, so this is what mine looks like when they came out. I cooked mine for about 11 minutes. You are looking for more of a golden brown on the outside, just because if you don't and it's still light like this on the whole outside, then it's going to be a little gooey still. Again, you can eat these with some butter. You can eat them with a little bit of jam if you watch your macros. I personally like to top mine with cream cheese. That's how I love my bagel. I only eat about half of these each time I'm eating one, just because they are a little higher in calories for a whole bagel. What I tend to do is cut them halfways like this. That way I get a top and a bottom, just because I like to have both. But it's really up to you. So I hope you guys find these really simple to make. They really do only take maybe 15 minutes total to pop these in and out. And you can make these in a bigger batch. Again, the recipe on ketosismom.net is for about 6 of these. There's my timer. Thank you, timer. And of course, I hope you will always follow me on Instagram at KetosisMom. I'm also on Twitter at that handle. And you can find me on Facebook at The Ketosis Mom. As always, send me any questions that you might have, or any specific things that you've been wanting to make or craving and haven't figured out quite how to make them ketogenic yet. I will do my best to try. But I hope that you guys enjoy these simple recipes. Always subscribe to the YouTube channel for more weekly easy recipes. Bye everybody.